The first time I ever saw someone do heroin was in a public school bathroom in northern Vermont. My best friends at the time would do it in between history and science class while I munched upon Swiss cake rolls and moon pies. Oftentimes they would come back to class with these giant scabs on their arms because they were not that great at injecting. They would have these huge scabs that looked like meatballs, and whenever they would put their shirt over their arms to cover it, those scabs would often fall off and land on the table. I picked one up once. It was squishy. Very unpleasant. People inject heroin because it's the best feeling in the world. Bar none. This has been the case for quite some time, but when you inject that stuff, you experience a high that nothing else can match. I asked my buddies why they injected it, and they told me that's part of the reason, but also because it teleports them to the real world. The world that they're in when they're sober is purgatory, and when they inject that heroin, they go to the real world, where they're accomplished, where they can have anything they want, and they aren't nobody. That's a pretty cool feature to me, and I was intrigued, so I wanted to try it myself. Well, much to my chagrin, my supposed best friends wouldn't allow me to do it. Every time I'd go up to them, every time they were doing it themselves, they'd always have the same exact excuse. Oh, we don't have enough left. Or, oh man, sorry, we used it all up. They even went to the one dealer in town and told him not to sell it to me. My own best friends, right? The ones I'd known since I was a kid, right? We grew up together. One of the most important things in their life that they did basically every day, they would not let me be a part of, and oh my god, it was so hurtful. Why won't you share this with me? What is it about me that all of a sudden has changed? I didn't get it, but even though I never did it, I did watch them do it a number of times. From concrete basements to wood-paneled bedrooms, I saw their faces go from curmudgeon-y to careless on a damn near daily basis, and I hated every minute of it. Why am I even here? Like, what is the point of me hanging around here if you guys are just gonna isolate me and betray me and not let me share any of the things that you so dearly love? Well, it turns out they didn't, because after high school, they all disappeared and never spoke to me again. To be denied closure is a horrible thing. Not knowing where somebody went, not knowing what happened, not knowing what the hell did I do, and not having a chance to make it right, or at least try to make it right. Why was it that our friendship, something that meant so much to me, meant so little to them? And the moment I realized I would never get that closure again was a heavy feeling that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. It drags you down, and you don't know what to do. You feel like something is missing, like there's this sense of loss, but at the same time, you just feel sick to your stomach all the time. And nothing you can do about it. But you know what? I'd gladly go through that entire experience again with a smile on my face, if it meant never have to take a bite of Dr.Bronners magic chocolate bar again. This thing is horrible.
You know, I think it's important to keep a balance in things. Yeah, balance, that's the right word. Because the guy who wants too much risks losing absolutely everything. Of course, the guy who wants too little from life might not get anything at all.